Week 6 Saturday is here, and we've got another incredible slate of games, but I have one in each time slot that I'm going to be making sure to keep an eye on today. First up in the morning, we have 14th ranked Iowa State heading to Cincinnati. Boy, oh boy, have the Cyclones pulled some games out by the skin of their teeth this season. Their first game of the year, nail-biter against Kansas State, but it is hard to hold those international week 0 games against teams too much. But we fast forward a couple weeks from there, they were some really lucky calls away from dropping one to Arkansas State. Shout out to Iowa State, though, for even making that road trip in the first place. Cincinnati, on the other hand, has been looking really solid ever since their week 1 loss to Nebraska, fresh off of an insane 3-point victory against Kansas, one of the wilder fourth quarters of the entire season. I do think Cincinnati's offense is going to be able to put a lot of pressure on the Cyclones, but I just can't go against whatever black magic is cooking in Ames, so I will go with Iowa State. Speaking of teams with some black magic working in their favor, in the afternoon slot, we have Virginia taking on Louisville. The Cardinals, currently set at 4-0, played a very tight game against James Madison. Yes, they won by 14, but Isaac Brown ripped off like an 80-yard touchdown run with a couple minutes left. That was a very, very close game that Louisville could have lost. And just last week, they found themselves down by 17 against the Pitt Panthers at the end of the first quarter before scoring 14 unanswered in the fourth, coming back and winning that one by 7. Virginia, of course, is coming off their monumental win against the Florida State Seminoles in double overtime last week, and I do think it is tough for teams to answer the bell following a victory like that one. As much as I like Chandler Morris and Virginia, I gotta go with the Cardinals in this one. And then last but not least, tonight we have Duke traveling to Cal for a game that I'll be watching really just for the quarterbacks. Duke's Darian Mensah, last year's freshman sensation for Tulane, is currently sitting 3rd in the country for total passing yards, has been living up to the gaudy alleged NIL deal that Duke offered. Across from Mensah is Jarian Kaave Sangapulatele. That is a mouthful. The new freshman sensation sweeping the nation without hesitation, well, except for the totally random dud laid against San Diego State a couple weeks ago. Sangapula Tele is averaging nearly 250 yards a game, and the lefty has a rocket for an arm. If you haven't checked him out yet, I highly recommend you do so. But ever since Duke's lost to Tulane a few weeks ago, their offense has been on another level. I will go with Mensa and the Blue Devils in this one.